Imagine a world where ancient civilizations, separated by vast distances, could still exchange goods, ideas, and cultures. What if we told you that one trade route connected them all, shaping history in ways we're still feeling today? Welcome to the world of the Silk Road, a network of roads that crossed continents, influenced empires, and sparked a cultural revolution. Join us as we explore the fascinating history of the Silk Road and its lasting impact on trade, culture, and even war. Origins of the Silk Road. The Silk Road began to take shape during the Han Dynasty of China around the 2nd century BCE. It was a network of interconnected trade routes that stretched across Asia, linking the East to the West. Initially, the Chinese sought a reliable route for the trade of silk, a luxury fabric they had perfected and prized. However, as the routes expanded, they facilitated the exchange of a wide variety of goods, from spices and tea to precious metals, glassware, and textiles. The Silk Road wasn't a single path, but rather a collection of trade corridors connecting various civilizations, including those of China, India, Persia, Central Asia, and even parts of the Roman Empire. These routes passed through deserts, mountains, and steppes, often challenging merchants and travelers, but also creating a unique tapestry of connections. The formation of the Silk Road was influenced by both geographical and political factors. The Han Emperor, Wu Dai, played a significant role in establishing diplomatic relations with Central Asian kingdoms, which led to more open trade routes. This exchange not only benefited China, but also brought foreign goods and ideas into China. As trade flourished, the Silk Road evolved into more than just a trade route. It became a cultural bridge connecting civilizations through commerce, technology, and ideas. Over time, the route expanded to reach the Mediterranean, spreading goods and influencing societies across continents. Economic impact and trade goods. One of the most significant aspects of the Silk Road was its role in fostering economic exchange between East and West. The Silk Road allowed for the movement of highly prized goods such as silk, spices, tea, porcelain, and precious metals. Silk, in particular, was a major commodity traded from China to the Roman Empire and beyond, becoming a symbol of wealth and luxury. In return, the West exported items like glassware, wine, and precious stones to the East. The Silk Road also facilitated the exchange of agricultural products, such as cotton and horses, which played a major role in the economies of the regions involved in trade. This two-way flow of goods helped to shape the economic development of numerous civilizations, enriching their material cultures. The economic impact of the Silk Road extended beyond the goods exchanged. It also facilitated the development of new economic systems and markets. As merchants traveled across the vast distances of the route, new cities and trading hubs emerged along the way, including places like Samarkand, Ctesiphon, and Chang'an. These cities became centers of commerce and culture, where merchants, diplomats, and travelers from various cultures interacted. This increased connectivity promoted economic growth and spurred innovation, leading to the establishment of banking, currency systems, and even the development of credit. The extensive trade fostered by the Silk Road ultimately contributed to the economic prosperity of many regions while intertwining their fates through commerce. Cultural exchange and influence. Beyond the movement of goods, the Silk Road played a pivotal role in the exchange of culture and ideas between civilizations. As merchants, travelers, and scholars journeyed across the vast network of routes, they carried not just products but also beliefs, technologies, and artistic traditions. This exchange led to the introduction of various religions, philosophies, and scientific knowledge across continents. For example, Buddhism traveled from India to China along the Silk Road, deeply influencing Chinese culture and eventually spreading to other parts of East Asia. Similarly, the Islamic faith spread westward into Central Asia and beyond, while Christianity also found its way along parts of the route. The Silk Road also facilitated the spread of artistic traditions and technological innovations. The intricate designs and techniques of Persian carpets, Chinese ceramics, and Indian sculpture influenced the art of distant regions, blending with local styles to create new, hybrid forms of expression. Furthermore, technologies such as papermaking, printing, and gunpowder traveled from east to west, while ideas like astronomy and medicine were exchanged in the opposite direction. This cultural melting pot enriched the societies along the Silk Road, shaping their intellectual, artistic, and religious landscapes for centuries to come. The role of nomadic peoples played a crucial role in the success and security of the Silk Road trade routes. These groups, including the Mongols, Turkic tribes, and other pastoralist societies, were well adapted to the vast, often harsh landscapes through which the Silk Road passed. Their mobility and expertise in horseback riding made them essential for maintaining the flow of trade. Nomads acted as intermediaries between settled agricultural societies, often providing protection to caravans traveling along the routes. Their ability to trade and ensuring that trade could continue relatively unhindered. The Mongol Empire, under the leadership of Genghis Khan, played a particularly important role in unifying much of the Silk Road during the 13th century. They provided safe passage for merchants and travelers through their Pax Mongolica, or Mongol peace, which drastically reduced the risks of banditry and warfare along the trade routes. This not only facilitated the exchange of goods, technologies, and cultural influences. The nomadic group's influence on the Silk Road ensured its continued importance as a central trade and cultural artery for centuries. Conflicts and wars along the Silk Road. While the Silk Road fostered trade and cultural exchange, it was also a region marked by frequent conflicts and wars. The valuable goods being traded along the route often led to disputes over control of the territories through which the routes passed. Powerful empires and kingdoms vied for control of these lucrative trade corridors, as they were essential for maintaining economic power and influence. For instance, the Roman Empire and the Parthian Empire frequently clashed over control of trade routes that connected the East and West. The struggle for dominance over these routes resulted in a series of wars and territorial shifts that shaped the political landscape of the region. In addition to the conflicts between established empires, the Mongol invasions, these wars, and shifting power dynamics ultimately reshaped the course of history, leaving lasting imprints on the civilizations that once thrived along the Silk Road. Decline of the Silk Road and legacy. By the 15th century, the Silk Road began to decline due to several interrelated factors. The rise of maritime trade routes played a significant role in shifting global commerce away from the overland Silk Road. As European nations began to explore new sea routes to Asia, bypassing the Central Asian land routes, trade became increasingly concentrated on the seas. The Ottoman Empire's control over key territories also disrupted the flow of goods along the land routes, while the spread of plague and disease weakened many of the regions dependent on the Silk Road. Political instability, including the rise and fall of powerful empires, further eroded the infrastructure and safety necessary for trade to thrive. Despite its decline, the legacy of the Silk Road remains deeply ingrained in global history. The exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures along the Silk Road left a lasting impact on the societies that participated in it. The technologies of papermaking, printing, and gunpowder, which traveled from east to west, revolutionized the development of Europe and the Middle East. Additionally, the spread of religions, including Buddhism, Islam, and Christianity, had long-lasting spiritual and cultural effects. The cultural and economic ties forged along the Silk Road laid the groundwork for future global interactions, and its influence is still evident in the interconnected world we live in today. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the fascinating history of the Silk Road, a network that not only shaped trade and economics, but also left a lasting mark on culture, religion, and the course of history. From its role in connecting East and West to its influence on the rise and fall of empires, the Silk Road's legacy is one of profound impact. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible historical route, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the past. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, where we continue exploring the wonders of history.